Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Life Path 1. So, your Sun, Moon, Ascendants is the tools that you are using, and your life path is the soul number via this how that energy is playing out through your sign. You're being an individual or initiating, even though you're fixed sign, you're initiating ways of security or stability. You're initiating and being the example of being selfish for what you desire and how you want to create a home, or how you're reacting and responding and receiving information and taking that information and making it heavy, adding emotions and feelings and logic and bringing that down into, the first dimension, the very first basis, the very first root into a new world, a new environment, a new space, a new unique way of seeing yourself, And as far as your personality, your personal experiences that are being manifested by you going out and adventuring into new lands, terrains, territories, visiting the seeds, putting two and two together, speaking of 2 and 2, life path 2, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, dealing with relating, duality and consideration, you're the example of how, even though you're a fixed sign, you're sharing, you're getting abundance, this is how your security is taking a turn, whether it be, unsettling for you, is consistent because you're bringing in a new energy to bring birth to something, which is part of the season, the spring is springing forward and upholding the springing of life. Therefore, dealing with relationship and bonding, bring your practicalness together, bring your securities together. And the moon sign is how you are needing these things, how you're needing to receive these things via, people, places, and things playing out through the life path 2, you're relating to others what you need to feel secure and comforted, and you're ascendant. Life path 3, what you need to feel secured and safety, so that in your environment, that how you are creative and rising to the occasion, and how you are quick to manifest just by being you, predominantly with your ascendant, but with your actions and with your reactions, reacting to an opportunity that's set before you and taking action and going out and getting something that has been appearing to you as a synchronicity within your environment as a whole, because it's very creative, it's very organic and colorful and beautiful and flamboyant and flourishing in that space and manifesting, So life path 4, Taurus is the cornerstone, the structure, you structuring your mind, you're using a higher logic and a higher concept of an idea to formulate what it looks like down here. People are looking to you for how, your mentality, you were fixed on the thoughts and the ideas. You didn't express it, such as an air sign, but you kept it in, and that went through all of this other cells and molecular structures in your body that made your aura, your ascendant, your personal experiences shout out like, hey, this is what we desire, this is beautiful to us, this should be beautiful to y'all, beautiful to the environment, because we're Tauruses and we're consistent and we know what's best as far as plowing through old and outdated thought forms to bring forth new things, even though it's Venus, not Uranus, but it's nurturing. So this brings the emotional life path 5 of change to the senses, to the emotions, to the freedoms, because Tauruses are big on senses. They're good on part of being secure. They have a natural act for attracting your abundance within the emotions and being free, it's secure, but it's free on this foundation, you don't see how free it can be until it's secure, and it's maybe fixed with a higher octave emotions, the waters that formulate the direction of things, but it's the higher octave on a molecular, metaphysical level, like they could be grounded, you would think that, but this how your life path might be contradictory to your natures and how it might come across as you being that lower octave example for what others aren't supposed to do. But the more experiences that you gain through your other alignments and the aspect that they play with your moon, you receive an emotion and you hold on to that emotion, and earth forms out of accumulated water coming together and the hardening, having a fixed emotion that is permanent, that is good for you, good for the resolve of others, and isn't too harsh on the other things. It's like a beautiful spring river with flowers on the side, that leads to life path number 6, personality, pragmatic, protagonist and attention seeker. What you have, ascendant Taurus, attracting the onlookers and the ongoers and passers-by that are, free and uplifting and airheaded and stuff of that nature, but they see you being consistent, directing that energy consistently to the area of you, where you're getting attention and being the top, or receiving that emotion of, people see you as attention seeking, but you're not giving a fuck if how they see you, because you only focus on being seen for your security, or how that work that you motherfucking put in gained you the status that it is, but it's in the higher dimension. It's the six, it's the star, so you're chilling in those spaces and being consciously aware with your bright-mindedness, with your ascendant, like past 7. This separateness, expansion, and your nature, you're seeing your world that you have built, because it's like the Tower of Ball or whatever that shit is. And you built your status so high, your security so high, that you see what it looks like on the outside. You might have built a maze, but you might box yourself in. But being a Taurus, you were still so stubborn that you either were bumping your head against a wall, or you were just, consistent with thinking about this. It's in the higher octave. This astrology shit is a tool. So you separated yourself some way, somehow, whether you had to dig your way out using the earth element, using the pleasure and the comfort, with like a sextile to Cancer type shit. And you can see the outside of your motherfucking world, So life path 8, structure, just the Hierophant, faith, religion, all the things that make sense to a Taurus, all the things that have the wombs on both sides with the infinity, This is how you're receiving structure and being the Hierophant. This is how you're receiving the energy of being the motherfucking example, basically, because you are esoterically in that space with your desires that you don't want to go, you shouldn't go overboard or be just be overindulgent in your desires, because this could be, something that you are here to learn and be the example for others not to do. With the life path 8 being closer to, your life path 9, your wisdoms, your actions through all of these life paths leading up to the wisdoms, and your understanding being the teacher, teaching your practicality, teaching your status. But at the same time, don't be bumping your head with others like a ram or some shit like that, trying to force your pleasures and your vices down others' throats, because not everybody wants to see that. Just the example that you're learning what not to do when you get secure. You don't become too complacent in your desires and your indulgences, which limits your thinking of mind. Like we just said, life past 7, where you have to separate, you learn beyond experience of the structure of 9, the wisdoms. Life path 11, Taurus is like Sun, Moon, Ascendant, is the way you're receiving, being, a leader and stuff like that. With your security, you might get too focused and stray away on something. So the double octave of the 1 is reminding you, like other people out here being leaders for themselves, or being naive, or following your example. And so you might try to manipulate their purpose for, for yourself. Manipulating isn't always a negative. It's how you, and what you do is how you do it. It's you being in that space, having equilibrium and finding that within yourself. And life path 22, in the relationships with your desires, with your indulgences, or what others have seen from you, with your moon sign based off of your reaction to a relationship and how you share practicality, because sometimes earth just bump heads if you don't add enough emotion to water, so you might get emotional. So this creates the fluid and the connection to the 22, the second 2 of another relationship that is working, that you're learning from, or you're being that example of what it looks like when teamwork makes the dream work, of looking at other relationship. Or you might be negative, using the relationship for your own vice, for others to compare yourself with your relationship, with your desires or your indulgences and things of that nature. Life path 33, so that in the environment, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, you are clashing your environments, you're clashing your desires, you're trying to mix and mingle too many energies that do not go together on the perfect octave, as far as like I said, your vices, your desires, and your indulgences, your fruits that may be spoiled if you add too much pollen, or you cross-pollinate your fruit with too many other environments. One environment might be airy, and your environment might be, you still have security in both areas that you can gain, but from that one area, But another life path 3, they might have more manifestations, or it might be like a different way of manifesting, and you need to be consistent in your way that lines up parallel to theirs, versus being stubborn and just, clashing with everything in the environment and things around you. With your environment, your people, places, and things, it's like a bunch of gang shit coming together. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be life path 33. So that's your life path number, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants.